Hey environmental science kids, today you finally get to make the galaxy cookies, or whatever astronomy kind of cookies you want to make. But first, before you get there, you have to take the Chapter 2 quiz. So at this point, just have out your pen or pencil and the answer sheet that you should have picked up from the front of the room in the bin. Put away everything else, and the substitute's going to hand out the question booklet. When you're done, hand in the question booklet and the answer sheet to the substitute. When everyone is finished, that's when I'll give you the instructions on cookies. Good luck, and I know you'll do well. All right, now that the quiz is over, it's time for cookies. While you were taking the quiz, the substitute put a cookie on your desk. You knew you should not have eaten it because you've got to decorate it first. You can thank a couple people for making these cookies for you. First, Miss Salomon, she teaches with me during second period. She made a batch of cookies. A bunch of the cookies were donated by one of my students who I love, Juliet Smetana. Juliet, I'm sorry if I just embarrassed you. And the rest were made by me, by scratch. That's why they have these little monster faces in them, because I swear to gosh, I totally made them by scratch and didn't buy monster cookies and put them in the oven. But I did make the frosting by scratch, so it's like halfway. So, if you got a regular cookie, you got one. If you got these small little monster cookies, you got two, to be fair. And I'm about to give you the directions on how you have to decorate these before you are allowed to eat them. First, everything needs to go off your desk. We are going to get messy during this part of the class, and you want to make sure everything's out of the way. So what you will need is that blank white sheet of paper that was in the other bin that you should have picked up at the beginning of class. That's the only thing you need out. I'll give you a minute to do that. All right, minute's up. Now I'm going to give you instructions on how to decorate these cookies. Bear with me, camera change. All right, so at your tables, we have two things. We have your cookie and your white sheet of paper. You will also need crayons, and in the back of the room, there's plates with a little bit of frosting. Here's a whole bunch of frosting, but a little bit of frosting for your group. So in your group, send one person to the back to get a box of crayons and a plate with frosting. I'll give you a second to do that. Pause the video here so that everyone can get it done. All right, so if you're playing, it's because everyone has their materials. They have a plate per their group, again, one plate per group with frosting and one crayon box per group. Each individual has a cookie and a white sheet of paper. You need to decorate your cookie and your paper with a scene from something that we learned about in the astronomy unit. Whether it's a star exploding to create the nebula that created our planets, whether it's a planetesimal colliding with another planetesimal named Theia to form the moon, or maybe it's a galaxy like ours, showing how the other galaxies move away from it according to Hubble law, which is what I will be doing. So I'm going to use some of the pink. You do not need a lot of frosting, guys, so be sparing. We got 5 classes who need it. All right, so I'm gonna take my knife and make a little swirl of the spiral galaxy arms. Oh yeah, super professional. Look at that. Cake Boss has nothing on me. All right, so here is my Milky Way galaxy. I made it pink. I don't know why. I just did. And this is the Milky Way. All right. Now I'm going to take a crayon and I'm going to label it Milky Way. And now I need to decorate the rest of the paper with a scene that is representing my theme or my astronomy idea, which is Hubble law. So the galaxies that are closest to us are green, which means they're moving the slowest. So I'm going to draw some swirls for the galaxies that are closest. And then the galaxies that are super far away are red, because they're traveling the fastest. So I'm going to make the galaxies that are super far away red. Yay! And then I will write in, where's my favorite color? Purple. Hubble law. Distance of galaxies are directly related to speed. Now that I have this done, I take a picture so that I can turn it in to Miss Anderson when she gets home and brag about who's his bestest. Now that I have my picture, I have completed my assignment and I can eat my cookie. All right. But it's time to clean up because we need to leave the room as clean as we found it. I eat my cookie or donate it to someone else or give it to the substitute because she's working hard. I take my piece of paper and I sweep all crumbs onto it from my desk to make sure that my desk is clean. And I'll take this to the trash. I look beneath my desk to make sure there's nothing around my desk. On the floor, I pick up any crumbs that are down there. I throw everything away. And I get a Lysol wipe from the substitute or in back. And I wipe down my desk so that it's nice and clean for the next class. And then I am all finished. Good job, guys. Enjoy your cookies. I hope you enjoy them. Have a good Friday.